My new favourite MMO has finally launched, and I have to say, this is the most relaxed and enjoyable gaming experience I've had in a long time. It's been a while since I've actually felt that really happy and cozy gamer grind. I get excited every time I finally have some free time to play the game. To be honest, I really haven't been gaming consistently for a while, probably not since Phase 2 of Season of Discovery, but now I'm fully hooked on MMOs again. And for once, that's actually a good thing, because I've been doing a lot of travelling and socialising recently, and I'm completely burnt out on the human race. But I'll stop rambling now and finally tell you which MMO I'm talking about. Right after a word from our sponsor. Don't worry, I'm just joking. If you've watched my streams or previous videos, you'll know I've been closely following Echoes of Angmar, the Lord of the Rings Online vanilla private server project. I'm going to do my best to promote it because while there are some good, great content creators out there spreading the word, there aren't nearly enough. Since the server devs aren't paying for advertising, it's really up to content creators and word of mouth to keep the momentum going. Now, my stream titles have made the bold claim, Echoes of Angmar is Vanilla WoW on steroids, and honestly I stand by that. Everything I love about Vanilla WoW is present in LOTRO, but in many ways it's done even better. I'll admit that WoW has the edge when it comes to character models, animations and combat fluidity, but once you get used to how LOTRO looks and feels, you start to appreciate its real charm. It shines in areas where Vanilla WoW falls short. And to be honest, I actually think that the landscape, and particularly the detail on interior locations and the armour in this game, are far more beautiful than World of Warcraft. Yes, WoW's combat is faster paced, but let's be real, most classes in Vanilla only need you to spam a single ability to maximise DPS. LOTRO doesn't have that problem. The class design is much more strategic and engaging. It's not overly complex, but there's a clear rhythm to master if you want to optimise your damage. I'm currently playing the champion class, which, if I had to sum it up, feels like a WoW rogue, minus the stealth and with its own unique flair. In WoW, combo points are built up by spamming the same abilities repeatedly. In contrast, the champion's version of combo points called Fervor is generated in multiple ways, through abilities, procs, and other mechanics. While both games share a similar combo system, in theory, LOTRO feels way more dynamic and rewarding, since abilities only consume a set amount of Fervor points rather than depleting all your points like a rogue finisher. You never feel starved for resources, and this allows you to chain for more powerful attacks together more fluidly. Obviously you need to play it to fully understand, but I genuinely believe LOTRO's class design is more satisfying. It requires just a little bit more thought, making it feel all the more rewarding when you execute it well. While Vanilla WoW has large zones and plenty of them, LOTRO has a different approach. There are fewer zones overall, but each one is absolutely massive, easily 3 times the size of a typical WoW zone. Not only that, but these zones are packed with significantly more quests, particularly group quests. This doesn't mean you get bored being in the same zone for too long like the infamous Barrens. Instead, each zone feels like it contains multiple mini-zones within it. Take Breeline for example. It includes the marshes, the Barrow Downs and the Old Forest, each with its own distinct atmosphere and challenges. The Old Forest is especially interesting. It's like an open world version of Wailing Caverns, dense, maze-like and filled with dangers lurking around every corner. Navigating it can be tricky, but LOTRO even gives you a small in-game book to help you understand the area, adding an immersive touch. The game really isn't afraid to be creative with its world design, featuring ruins and fortresses from Lord of the Rings lore, open world interior instances and meaningful rewards for exploration. And LOTRO does this through its deeds system. These are challenges that involve completing a certain amount of quests in a certain zone, defeating a certain amount of enemies, or discovering old locations within a zone. Completing deeds grants you traits, which are essentially talent points that enhance your stats. Unlike WoW where you earn talent points every level, LOTRO makes you work for them, allowing for deeper customization and a greater sense of progression. LOTRO also strongly encourages group play. While solo questing is possible, your journey becomes significantly easier if you team up to tackle difficult group quests before moving on to the next quest hub. And honestly, this is how MMOs should be. Social experiences where cooperation is rewarded, not just an optional afterthought. Many MMO players feel that as MMOs have catered more to solo players over time, they've lost the magic that made MMOs truly immersive social worlds. Retail WoW barely even feels like an MMO anymore, it's more of a single player RPG where other players are standing next to you sometimes. And while I get why some people prefer that, if you're someone who misses the old school MMO experience, then Echoes of Angmar is going to be right up your alley. The open world is buzzing with players and the community is growing every day. The developers are also handling progression very well, gradually increasing the level cap in phases so new players have time to catch up. Right now we're in phase 2 with a level cap of 34, so there's still plenty of time to join in, especially since new players are coming in every day. I'll be making a more in-depth review of the full vanilla LOTRO experience very soon, so stay tuned for that, but for now, this was just a quick update to raise awareness about the server, and I really want to just return to playing the game immediately, to be honest, so my name is the Meta Goblin. Until the next video, ciao.